So tonight we make Tulsa the first step. Anybody in the room make the Father organism that is best able to control its environment and to control the other organisms within its environment, that person, that organism, is called the most evolved. In other words, we call this the survival of the fittest. And we all know about the survival of the fittest. We learned about it when we were about 8 in the playground. I need a little help in the church. You know about those people, those of us who are same gender loving and might not have thrown the ball the way that the other boys threw the ball. Come on now. We learned. And as human beings, our life on earth is defined by our relationship to power. One person's gain of external power is usually seen as another person's loss of external power. How many politicians these days roll out of Wall Street and write checks of almost $100 or $200 million just to get into office? I know that the Supreme Court justifies it, given that it's free speech. But as far as I'm concerned, if you spend $100 million of your own money to get a job you really don't need, you are intoxicated by power. The white church, particularly the Southern Christian evangelical church, has never repented of its racism. And racism is all down in its DNA. And so they don't mind partnering with a few black folk if it means that that partnership will give us power over the masses of black folk. To the angel of this house, a man whose stature is great because of the spirit of excellence, which resides upon him in a profound way. Upon him in a profound way. I honor God for this man, and I follow his life and his work, and try to do in many ways as he does. Come on and help me honor the Reverend Dr. David King. Was a very brave man. And his living was not in vain. His death has caused something to happen that perhaps needed to have happened a long time ago. Nobody should be killed because of their orientation. Nobody should be beaten or cursed or denied the rights that they are entitled to, especially in this country, by virtue of their birth or their citizenship. And so we've got to pledge. No, we don't. I have to pledge to work today to try to the best of my ability to bridge the chasm.
It's been a sad time for us and my friends back home. And speaking about remembering David, to me, and because he's still living with me, he's still part of me, it's very difficult to say I'm remembering him, at this moment. However, David worked as the advocacy officer for sexual minorities in Uganda. The press manager. and the chairperson of security of the Ugandan LGBT community. Because of the way he cared about everyone, because of the way he was willing to reach out for every person who was in trouble. Uganda, most of you might know, is a very homophobic country, but David did not stop at anything to protect anyone who was in danger, support anyone who needed his support. He didn't support at anything to go to prisons and pick out LGBT people who were arrested. I keep saying all the cases that we have registered at SMART have David's name at the back of them.
Maybe now is the time to take God seriously, and take our call seriously, and take the teachings, the ministry, and the work of Jesus seriously. We are an ever-evolving community of visionaries and dreamers who have been called by God to live the lives we were created to live, commanded by God to love beyond the limits of our prejudices, and commissioned by God to serve. Called to live, commanded to love, and commissioned to serve. Not a new call, but remembering who we are called to be.